Greetings, students. Hope all is well with you as we go down this journey of doing an informational writing piece. Now, one of the things you're going to see throughout this year is that I flipped the classroom, which means I'll do videos for you to access during instructional time. So that way you can slow down or jump the speed of the video how you would like to. But do know that all this information is very good for you to understand. We are going to be getting into an informative writing piece, and let me start from the beginning. An informative writing piece, I'm going to be coming in and out of the slideshow because I'm going to have to do some typing, and you will do the same. So you're going to want to make sure that you're split screening. And the way that you'll split screen is you'll go up to, probably I think it's on your right hand side over here, and you'll see something similar to this. And you'll need to go like that, and then click and drag your screen over like this. It's being a little particular. Let's see how it does. So that way you can see what will be me talking on one screen, and then you'll see this guy over here, okay, that you'll be working on, but it will look something like this. I think this is the 6th grade one. Yep, it'll be something like this. So you'll be toggling back and forth where you can write on one and watch the screen on another. But for my purposes, I am just going to be showing mine. Now, informative writing includes an opening paragraph to introduce the topic. The topic that we're going to be talking about are uniforms good or bad for school? So we'll talk about that. You're going to name facts in the body of the paragraph of your essay. You're going to follow the facts with supporting sentences, organize your writing with transitional words, refer to the topic and include key vocabulary, and make a closing paragraph that relates to the topic. So, and you're going to be doing research on this too. And I teed this up pretty good for you guys so that way you'll have some success. Now, looking at this also is what informative writing is. This is what yours is going to be. Yours is going to be a total of what will be 5 paragraphs. You have your introduction or your lead topic sentence. You'll have paragraph 2, which is a subtopic, and I'll talk about that. Paragraph 3, which is subtopic 2, paragraph 4, subtopic 3, and then your conclusion. And over here it says each paragraph should have 5 sentences. So if we look at this, sentence 1 will be your subtopic, so right there. And then you'll have 3 to 4 sentences with details, and that's what this is over here. Even though it says 4 to 5, somewhere right in there, but you're looking for about 5 sentences. And then you'll go to your and then you'll have one ending transitional sentence that goes from paragraph 1 to paragraph 2 to paragraph 3, and I'll describe that to you later. If you're curious to see what a 6th grader's writing, or I think this was a 5th grader's writing, but nevertheless, it was really good. Theirs looked like this. They talked about horses and zebras. First thing that I looked at was that they indented all their paragraphs, which was great. They used linking words or transitional phrases. You might want to go back and read and look at this because I'm not going to go into it in too much detail. They have an introductory topic, and they developed the topics with facts. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is the 5th and 6th paragraph. And then they had a concluding section. If I were you, I would go back and just read it, look for how they organized it, how they had their words, their facts, and everything flowed together. This is really important for your writing, so it makes sense. But you're going to see how I lay that out for you as well. So what is informative writing? At this point in time, I would like for you just to do a couple things. You're going to click in here, and you're going to write down opening paragraph. And I'll make this a little bit bigger for you to see. And all I'm doing, is I'm taking my little cheat sheet right here. I'm taking stuff from my cheat sheet, okay, which is right there. I need to make this a little bit smaller so I can see it. And if you need to, you can wait till I do this and pause and make it bigger. Even though there's about 8 or 9 things here, I'm just going to put in a few. Going to highlight this. And then I'm also going to do name facts in the body of the paragraph. So I'm just going to say name facts in paragraphs. Going to go down to this next one. I'm going to have supporting sentences. So also with your facts, you have supporting sentences. And then you're going to use transition words. Notice how I'm just doing this, not in complete sentence. And I also see right here that I need to correct that because it had a red underline under it. And the computer does that for me. So all I need to do is highlight it and then click it and then it'll change it. And then we're going to do key vocabulary words. And then the last one is a closing paragraph. If you need to put this video on pause and write those down, you certainly can do that. So there's just 5 things there. And look how I just took that same information and just made it smaller. So now I'm going to go to the next one. What are we going to be doing? So again, I told you we're going to be talking about uniforms. Are they good for school? Or are they bad for school? We're going to talk about 2 paragraphs that we think why they're good for school and 1 paragraph why we don't think it's good for school. But in selecting a topic, you're going to want to narrow down the topic. And so what they do right here is they sort of just give a quick example of what you do. It says, one of the first steps in informative writing is selecting a topic, which I've done for you, and then you're going to narrow down your topic to something a bit more specific. And I kind of do that for you, but I'm going to give this example. They have, well, let's say you're going to do a topic about dogs. You might want to do a paragraph about how to care for dogs, talk about all about Labrador dogs, and then dog training. And even those are all related to dogs. They are subtopics. So in our case, we would say uniforms. Uniforms are good for school. That's just a topic. And here we might talk about grades go up. We might talk about here that bullying goes down. And then over here, we might say that it shows equality. Okay, now notice how with my topics, I didn't put a whole lot of info. I just did quick topic, quick topic, quick topic. I'm just narrowing it down. But all of these are related to uniforms. And then I could maybe go to right here. I'm going to get rid of that. Why are uniforms bad for school? And then, again, we are not doing any official writing or publishing, so if I don't accidentally put a period like I did here and over here, I don't think I did. It's okay, I'm just putting in my topics and I'm brainstorming right now. Uniforms bad for school. Why might they be bad for school? Less individuality. So that means that if everybody's wearing the same thing, then nobody gets to show the creative side. Maybe they're expensive. And maybe uniforms show, maybe uniforms are too hot. Oh, maybe they can create allergic reactions because they don't use certain types of cloth. So those are just some quick examples. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next one, which is going to be this. I have given you a list of reasons here for or against what will be uniforms. And one of the things I want you to pay attention to is that you'll notice that over here in the purple, there's different colored sections. There's peach, there's a mint color, and then there's a purple. So the reason for that is that underneath this side with the peach and the mint color, these are all the reasons for uniforms. And I just broke that up, and you can think of this as paragraph 1, paragraph 2, and paragraph 3. You're going to talk about in paragraph 1 some of these things, paragraph 2 some of these things, and paragraph 3 some of these things. And I did that to make it easier for you to make sure that you are organized your writing and that you have plenty of topics. So over here on this side for reasons for uniforms, there are 21 reasons. And over here for no uniforms, there are 10 reasons. So I broke this up into 2 sections so that you have plenty to write about. And then we're going to show you about how you go about doing the research on that. And that's going to be part of the next phase. So the first thing that we're going to do with our informative writing is you'll go to slide number 8. And with slide number 8, I'm going to ask you to toggle between 7 and 8. And what you're going to do is you're going to first over here type, your topic is going to be uniforms in schools, good or bad. Now, what I want you to do is in the peach color right here, I want you to toggle between number 7 and pick one of these topics that you're going to put in right here. And then for the mint color, you're going to pick one of these. And you're going to put that in for your second topic, which will be your second paragraph. And then you're probably getting the hang of this. The purple one will be your last one. And you're going to put that right there. You might be able to hear my cat Georgie in the background because he gets a little jealous when I'm on the computer and I'm doing work because he thinks it's all about him. Now, if you want to, you can pause and put in those 3 topics. I'm going to put in my 3 topics really quick. I am going to advise you to take at least 2 different topics than mine out of these 30 different topics in here. One can be kind of like mine, but another 2 might have to be different. So make sure you pick something, and I will be checking this when I'll be reviewing your paper. So at this point in time, I'm going to pause. Okay, so the first one that I picked for my peach one was Easy Morning for Parents, which was number 11 here. And I just plugged that in there. And now I'm going to type the second one, which is I picked as being reduces distractions, which is this guy right here. So I'm going to talk about how uniforms reduce distractions at school. And then I'm going to come over to this third one right here, which is going to be uniforms, I'm going to say, are uncomfortable. I'm going to say that. Now, these are going to be the 3 paragraphs. So I'm going to talk about my first, second, and third paragraphs. But now that I have my topics, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go to slide 9 here are some websites you can go to as you're doing your research. If you're running into a problem finding research, you can click on these to help you get some ideas to add to your writing. But we're going to find some research. And so right here for my first topic, which is the peach one, all I'm going to do is this. I'm going to come right here, Easy Morning for Parents. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to come right back over here, and in my subtopic 1, I'm going to paste that, Easy Morning for Parents. And then it says type or copy and paste your notes here. We will change these to your words in the future. So what I'm going to do now, this is important, is I'm going to research this. Let me put this here. Make this slide a little bit smaller because there's a couple things. This is my subtopic. And now I'm going to put my research here. I would suggest finding 5 things for your subtopic because you're going to have to write 5 sentences. But we're going to change that information to our words so we don't plagiarize. But watch what I do. Watch how fast this is. I'm going to take this here. I'm going to copy it, Easy Morning for Parents. I'm going to open up a new slide. And I'm going to write, how are school uniforms, and then I'm going to paste the rest. Easy Morning for Parents. Let's see what the Google says. Now remember, I am looking for 5 different topics. So I'm going to go like this. It saves time. I'm going to highlight, copy it, come back, and then I'm going to write number 1. And I'm going to paste it. Boom. Saves time. Okay? Let's go back. Now I'm going to go for another one. Reduces stress. Okay? That gives me a bunch right here. Boom. Reduces stress. I'm going to paste that. Okay? Now, 3 is saves money. Parents don't worry about buying a full wardrobe. Okay? Boom. I'm going to come over here. Now, even though I'm copy, cutting, and pasting, it's pasting a little bit funky. I'm going to be writing all of this in my own words. Okay, that is the most important thing. We are just researching right now so we can take these and then we're going to rewrite it into our own words, and I'll show you how you can do that. Next up, we can go down a little bit more. Make it much faster to get dressed and out the door. Did we talk about that? Saves time. That would be getting dressed quicker. Maybe I go here. How do they make it easier? A school uniform removes the decision and allows the students more time to study and catch up on sleep. Ooh, all right. Students get more sleep. Students get more sleep because less time to think about what they are wearing that day. Now, I want you to pay attention to this. These right here was a copy, cut, and paste. 2 was a copy, cut, and paste. 3 was a copy, cut, and paste. And 4 was in my own words. So I don't have to change that. I put that in my own words. So when I go to write one of my sentences, I've already done it here. These guys, because I copied them from the internet, and by the way, if you copy it from the internet, I can tell if you've done it because there's something called turnitin.com, or I search the internet by copying your essay, and it tells me where you got it from. So it's important just to put it into your own words. It just saves time, and it's also, those of you, if you think you're going to do better because you're cheating, you're not, because you're not showing me your real work that I have to work on with you. And I said 5, so let me go with one more. Boom, 5. Let's see. How do school uniforms benefit parents? Affordability. Do we say that? Yeah, we said save money. And then maybe what percentage of parents like uniforms? That's a good one. Always good to put in some kind of statistics. Of the 1,613 responses gathered from parents, students, and teachers, 52% of the respondents shared that they strongly dislike the current school uniform policy. Ooh. Well, that might be a good one for reasons not to have a uniform. Do parents think school uniforms are expensive? Okay. Oh, instill a sense of community and discipline. So I'm going to take that here. Now, again, these are not my words. Notice how, another thing I want you to keep in mind, it's more important just to get the research than worry about sentences and grammar. So even though this right here is not capitalized, and I did copy it, and it has right over here, it has this comma, I will change that to a sentence. Now, that is already done for the research of our first essay, first paragraph. Now, the other thing that I needed to do was copy the website here so we can reference it. Really important. I'm going to go like this. All I did was go up here, click copy, and then I'm going to come back down here, and I'm going to paste where I got the website where I got it, which was just a Google search. And a lot of you are going to be like, wow, that's really long. It is really long, but it's super important. So I'm going to go here and just make this smaller so it all fits. Let me see. I'm going to move my screen and move this down so all of the website information fits there. Now, let me tell you why that's super important. Because in the future, we're going to copy all of this and put it in a website that does something called citing our sources. Okay, and that's a really big deal. The cool thing about it is it used to be really difficult to do many years ago. Now they got websites to do it. And the reason why is it makes it official. And the other reason why this is super important is because you will have to cite your references for research papers such as Future City. And if once I show you how to do this, you'll figure it out and you'll be able to do it just by copying and pasting into a website. But if you don't have this information there, you're going to be doing a little bit of backpedaling. It's just going to take longer. So do it right off the bat. Don't forget. Big deal. Okay. Now, I'm going to stop this video for right now. That's part 1. I'm going to go into part 2 and 3 regarding this so you can continue on. If you have finished what I have just done, which is getting your subtopic and then 5 things related to it, then you can stop this video and go to the second one. We're going to have you go at your own pace. Those of you, if you had difficulty, pause, rewind this video to sort of help you stay on pace. This should be done by today.